November 17th, 1991. It was morning with pleasant weather and a soft sun. A group of professional cave divers from the Woodville Karst Plane project were on a mission. Their goal was to explore and map new passages. Among them were friends Bill Gavin and Parker Turner, driven by a passion for adventure. For them, this was a chance to push their limits. Little did they know, this journey would become their biggest test. Sherlock Springs appears as a small pond from the outside, but beneath lies a vast limestone cave system stretching up to 91 meters deep. From the entrance, the narrow Scars restriction zone begins. It's so tight that only one diver can pass at a time, scraping shoulders and tanks. Beyond this zone, a spectacular view opens up, like an underwater highway tunnel. This place is both beautiful and dangerous. That day, the WKP team divided divers into 4 groups. The first monitored the mission, and the second placed decompression tanks. The third group handled line and safety checks. The fourth, Bill and Parker's team, were the explorers. Around 10 in the morning, Bill and Parker entered the water. They met George from the decompression team at 20 meters, then reached the Scars restriction zone. Using scooters, they continued to the large Wakulla chamber. The view was spectacular, like floating in an open sky. Within 40 minutes, they reached the Grand Canyon Fork and descended. After 25 minutes, they reached the lower Wakulla room. Everything was normal. Seeing their oxygen levels decrease, they decided to turn back. But their freedom might end there. Returning to the Grand Canyon Fork, the tunnel had changed drastically. Mud had spread, reducing visibility to 0. The Grand Canyon was unrecognizable. This was a warning signal for Bill and Parker. Finding the way ahead was difficult. They followed the guideline, but soon found their path blocked. A mound of mud had collapsed, burying the guideline. Their oxygen tanks were low, and both panicked. Bill signaled Parker to wait while he checked the line, going back to confirm the path. After confirming the exit with a line marker, Bill returned to tell Parker, but 5 minutes later, Parker was gone. Terrified in the darkness, Bill searched for Parker. He then noticed a slight trickle of water from the mud pile. He thought Parker might have entered there. With oxygen rapidly depleting, he began digging into the mud. The 2-meter mud section felt like miles. Finally, he made his way through. The tunnel curved upwards. He reached the decompression station at 30 meters and took a deep breath of oxygen, thinking he was safe. But then he saw Parker's untouched oxygen bottle. Parker hadn't come this way. Where had he gone? George, from the decompression team, arrived. Bill wrote that Parker was likely dead. George tried to bring Bill up, but Bill was distraught. The next morning, Parker's body was found at the top of the cave, his gear removed. He likely fainted and died just meters from a decompression tank. Years later, scientists found that divers' bubbles accumulated under the ceiling, weakening it. When George emerged, a section collapsed behind him. The investigation also revealed Parker, blocked by debris, realized this was the way out. He began digging, hoping to clear the path for Bill. His oxygen ran low and he couldn't tell Bill. Had Parker not sacrificed himself, Bill might have died in that rubble.